Ta-da, we're live.
Yeah.
So I got a cough candy in my mouth, guys. So pardon me while I be rude. And I take it out of my mouth. It's not my teeth, it's a candy. But I don't want to be sucking on it when I'm talking, but I had a little bit of a choking spasm here and can contest to. So welcome everybody. But I was sitting here in the back talking to Anne, and she won't be here next Sunday. So it's debatable if I'm going to go live or not, or somebody wants to double up with me, but we'll worry about that later. But her husband was involved in a raffle for the church in the town that her mother lives in. You know, her famous mother who's on 94, 95?
95.
95. And he won part of this raffle, and it involves going to a, you tell the man.
It was 3 people won the prize, and there are 3 specialist cars. There's a Mercedes 2-seater, something fantastic, can't think of the name. There's a Ferrari and something else. And David will be collected. I think he's in the Mercedes, and they will be driven, if you want to Google it, through the Yorkshire Dales, through Laban up to Carper. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, I will be not in a Mercedes. I'll be in somebody else's car following on. And we stop halfway around
the servants coming in behind.
Yeah. So I'll be in the service wagon, and halfway around we all stop. There'll be 8 of us in total, and we stop at a lovely pub out in the Yorkshire Dales, and we can have a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever. And we have a little break there, and then we carry on through the Yorkshire Dales in a lovely little circuit back to Massam, which is where my mum lives. This Yorkshire Shop programme is, and the host and the hostess live just outside Massam in this beautiful house, and we will have an afternoon tea in the garden.
But that's high tea, guys. That's just not a cup of tea in a mug.
No.
That'll come with all the trimmings, the clotted cream and all the scones.
Yes, and the scones. So it'll be savouries, usually sandwiches.
Yeah.
And then scones with cream and jam. And then, as if you haven't had enough, little selection of beautiful cakes. Very likely to have a fruit cake with Wensleydale cheese. That's a Yorkshire thing. And you'll probably go,
no, I make a light fruit cake, 2 big ones at Christmas, and I freeze them. And people will come, you know, I'll get friends over or whatever for an afternoon. What we call it wine and cheese, but you know, they can have teacup, whatever. And I bring it out, and of course I soak my currants and raisins in dark rum, and you know, and my cake is light. It's not the dark one, and it is to die for. And everybody that doesn't like fruitcake, because people don't like fruitcake at Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't ice it. They love my fruitcake.
No.
So, and if you don't like beets, I do beets too, and everybody loves my beets. But anyway,
a light fruitcake. I have a lovely recipe. That was my grandma's recipe. Yeah. Mum's made it for years, and I make it.
Yeah.
And you never, if you're in Yorkshire, David sometimes says, "Will you not ice the cake?" I go, "Sorry, we're in Yorkshire. No icing on the fruit cake, but you eat it with slices of Wensleydale cheese, and it does sound peculiar, but it's fabulous." So
see, anyway, over here. What's common over here is apple pie and a slice of cheddar.
Yeah, that's another Yorkshire one. Yeah,
with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. But anyway, you know,
there's a lovely little saying in the Yorkshire Dales about the apple pie and cheese.
Yeah.
And it's apple pie without cheese is like a kiss without the squeeze.
Oh, that's
a little, you know, and that apple pie and cheese, that's another one, you know. If you do give apple pie, would you like some cheese with that? You know, no.
You know, we're talking traditional things that we eat at certain times and occasions, and one of the things at Christmas is the pudding, right? And I remember my mother and the hard sauce and everything. Well, it's so rich, by the end of the day, nobody wants it. But I have to make a big bowl of trifle.
Yeah.
That's my kids. They're all adults. They're in their They're in their 40s and 50s, but they still want mom's trifle. They
Yeah.
can tell us about the pudding, all of that. Just we want, and what? It's super easy to make. I don't have to bake all these pies. I don't have to make special desserts. I don't have to. One year we spent a fortune. We went to the Italian bakery in Toronto and we filled a huge tray of these beautiful things. They were too full. They ate the trifle and all that.
I can't usually manage Christmas pudding and on the same meal, but I try.
I know.
Trifle.
Yeah. So, but trifle's great, right? So, okay, guys, we better. We're gonna get busy here. We've been yak. Welcome, everybody. We've got Friend Zone. We've got Tracy. Hi, Juanita. Nice to see you. So we're going to start with our super chats, but Trend Zone's here. Hi, Anne Marie. Elaine's here. Tammy, our beautiful doorkeeper here. Tammy's here. Tracy Wilbur's here. Dean's here. Kathy's guided light is here. Taro. So we're in the room. Everybody's here. Thank you, Kathy, for your offer. She says, I'll go live with you next week. Okay, and we'll talk after the show, Kathy, and we'll play it by ear. I've been nursing a bad neck, and today I was even nauseated. It was bothering me so bad. I took an Advil, and I went to church, and I went, please, God, get rid of that. Not really.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible, yeah. And I'm going to the chiropractor twice a week, and it's still there. But anyway, I hate it when they say, well, Brenda, the older we get, the longer it. And I look at them and I give them that glare, right? Did I hear that word old? You could be the age of my son, right? Okay, so we're going to go in with Trend Zone. Trend Zone's always open. We'll fall down on our face one day, Trend Zone, if you say you actually have a question. It'll throw us all off.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're really glad to have you here, and we love your super chat, and we love your company. Okay, he's laughing.
Right.
He's got all the happy faces here. He's killing himself laughing here. Look.
Air conditioner is written just before that. Right.
Yeah, air conditioner. Yeah. Can you? Oh, is he saying?
Oh, for your neck. I wonder if that's your neck. Is that in relation to your neck?
It's here beside me. Well, I got this up, so I'm okay. It could have been that. And I've tried every pillow invented to man to try to help me sleep, and I have a heck of a time sleeping. I thought it was sitting in this armchair that I have too much, where I was telling Anne, the back of my head, it's a recliner, but this part of my neck's not being supported. So it's this part. So you can see how it actually pulls tight on the back of the neck. I don't know. Anyway, I'll get through it. There's people out there a lot worse than me. Okay, Anne.
Right, good. Gerald, thank you. And how lovely to read for you. So your first card, Page of Coins. This is about you gathering information, doing your homework, researching, finding something out. You need to do that. So this little page comes in and says, just make sure that before you make any decisions that you've got all the information you need. There's information here that you need to find out. The 9 of Coins is lovely. This is you enjoying the results of your hard work. And this card says it's time to take a little bit of time out. Make sure that you take time for yourself. It's lovely to be giving to other people and working hard, but it's just as important to take time out just for you. The 4 of Wands is next. This is about you being appreciated. This is a card of stability. It's a card of celebrations. It's a card of you being appreciated and recognized. On the card, look, she's been given a lovely bunch of flowers and a thank you balloon. She's receiving with grace and with gratitude. So lovely things coming in for you, Gerald. Things that will really, that you can enjoy and really treat yourself to something lovely and enjoy those little extra luxuries. But in order to get there, you need to do your homework first. And then the 10 of Pencils, 10 of Swords at the end. This is lovely. It's a very optimistic card. It's the end of a difficult time. It's the start of a much improved situation. So I hope that resonates, and thank you for coming into the room.
Okay, All right, your first card, Gerald, is the Nine of Swords. You could be getting sleepless nights. You could be worrying about a situation. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping because you got things on your mind. It's time to just let those things go. Don't get yourself up in your head. And by all means, you need your rest. Don't lose your sleep over this situation. It's going to come to an end. Okay, it'll be over. Whatever this worry is that you have about a situation, and it will leave you with the promise of a much brighter future here. You're going through a change, transformation. This is rebirth. Something new will evolve from this situation. There's a good team of people working on your behalf when it comes to this cause, I think. And I think that you have pretty much let them know everything that they need to know. And now this team is working for you, to defend you, to support you. It's important that you stick to that, and you let them do their work, knowing that they're going to be strong and make it happen. They're still in the process, though. They're taking their time. They're making detailed plans to get everything in order for this to come to an end and for fruition for you. Okay, this legal issue possibly that you're dealing with, okay, with the neighbor issue in the garage. So I do think, planning their moves, helping you get through this is going to help. Okay, at the end, you're going to be able to say thank you. Okay, the Hierophant often has to do with the church, doing things in traditional ways, climbing the ladder of happiness again. You're going to be surrounded by people that care about you. Okay, this is bringing new people into your circle of friends as well. Okay, that's what I have for you. So I think things are going to work out in your favor. Okay, with that situation, what we talked about. Okay, all right. Coming in next, we've got Tracy. Let's see what we've got for Tracy. Gotta go back, check you out, Tracy. Trend zone. Why have you paid me twice? I think you go back and check, okay, Gerald. You might have paid me accidentally twice, because 202, you've got $5, and then after Tracy, you've got another $5. Okay, so go check that, all right? And we'll give you another reading, or we'll put it on next week, whatever you want, okay? It's up to you, but it looks like there's a double payment there, right? Okay, Tracy, any good news coming this week? Okay, let's see what we've got, Tracy.
So, Tracy, the answer to that, I would say, is yes. Because the first card you've got is the Three of Pencils, Three of Swords. And this is a card of just resting, relaxing, but it's also a card of healing and moving on. This is the card of the pivot point when you're ready to move forward. The Ace of Wands is next. Now, the aces are all something new, a brand new beginning, and this Wands is the most action-orientated and energetic of the suits. This is a brand new opportunity, a fresh new start. It's exciting, something that really does make you absolutely thrilled to bits. It's a lovely, exciting energy. And this card says, what are you waiting for? So opportunity, a new start. And then we've got the Dreamer, the first card in the whole deck. It's card 0. This is about a fresh new start, you taking a leap of faith, trying something new, opening these doors of opportunity for yourself. And this card says you are ready. So we've got the new opportunity and the first card in the whole deck, which is the Dreamer, which is the start of something. And the 10 of Wands to finish off is lovely. This says the difficult times are over with. This is time for you just now to rest, relax, just regather your energies, because the middle two cards are very action orientated and very exciting. So this says this is the end of something. You just need to rest and relax. We were talking about that with this first card. Just regather your energies and get ready for this wonderful opportunity coming in. So any good news coming this week? I would say yes. And I do wish you well with that, Tracy. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. Okay, Tracy, I've done a 5-card spread. However, there was an additional card that flew out. That's going to be your outcome, and it's very promising. you feel as though you're kind of in limbo. Okay, you're hanging in place, you're hanging in limbo here. You're at a crossroads, you're sitting there and you don't know which way to go. This is a temporary pause in action. This is all about you. While you're doing this, you can still be doing research. You can still be thinking about things and looking things into the back in the background. Once you reach, she always has light around her head. Okay, and that means she's still busy doing what she needs to do, just not physically. And once she gets everything she needs, she'll be able to get off that pause state of action and hit the ground running. Because get ready to tie up those bootlaces, because you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is that card of fast moving action. Okay, your momentum's going to pick up. You're going to be busy. Maybe you're going to be wearing a lot of different hats, having to do a lot of different jobs. It also is indicative of planning a flight. These are flying wands. Okay, you could be thinking about wanting a holiday or flying somewhere. Also, it can be indicative of the wands of Cupid. There could be somebody new coming in that might get your heartstrings stirring. In the center, here they come. You've got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is partnership, love, or business. I think that you might be able now to communicate with somebody on a very intimate and in a very emotional way. If it's business, you're going to be articulate, creative, and accurate. You're going to be able to convey information clearly to each other. Okay, that's what this is about: partnership, love, or business, or working with somebody. Okay. Now the High Priestess comes in, and remember I said, with the Hangman, getting all your ducks in a row before you're able to get out of this hanging in limbo state. Well, the High Priestess does exactly that. She sits there with the Akashic Records, or the Book of Knowledge, as I call it, on her lap, because she has this great ability to trust her gut instincts and her intuition. When something is unclear, she goes into the background, she does her homework, she does her research, and she gets her answers she needs. So she can sit there without stress. If something's uncertain, keep doing your research, find out about it. Coming in next, the Empress, giving birth to your dreams, because you went out there and you do, and perhaps you're going to do that research so that you can put yourself at your mind at ease. This is about being patient. Okay, she knows that 9 months is going to take to give birth to this beautiful child that she looks like she's carrying, or planting her seeds and waiting for her harvest to come in. So take your time. The Empress wants beautiful things. She wants the best job. She wants the best family. She wants lovely things. But she realizes she has to wait. She's done the work. Now she's waiting for it. So be patient. Now, that extra card that I said you had, guess what you've got? The Three of Cups. That's a card of celebration. So you could be celebrating some beautiful event in your life, an invitation you might have received to a beautiful event, or you could just be wanting to go out there with the sisterhood and go out there and celebrate something beautiful. Okay, that's what I've got. It does look promising. It does look promising. Okay, and I would say that's fairly good news. Hi, Fatima. How are you? All right. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so our next one is Juanita. Juanita, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. This is nice to see you in the room. If you're the same Juanita, and I think you are. Hi, can you tell me if I should sell this condo and make a new start? And is it time to leave the job I have? I am able, age-wise, to retire. Oh, okay, beautiful.
Oh. There were cards flying everywhere. I've had to reshuffle. Really lively cards here. So I'm going to do the condo question first.
You're welcome, Tracy. It's our pleasure.
Okay. Okay, so Juanita, sorry about that. I was throwing cards all over the place. Right, so first, what I've done with your question, I've pulled 3 cards for the should you sell this condo, and I've pulled 3 cards for is it time to leave your job. So the condo first. We've got the Strength card. That's a major arcana card. This is about you being assertive. This is about you stepping up and speaking up. This is about you saying no, thank you if you need to, saying this will work better for me. This is what I would like to do. So very much when we are talking about the sale of this property, this strength card at the beginning, I do feel that you do need to really have a think what it is that you would like and be ready to say exactly what you need. The Ace of Teacups is next. This is the start of something. It's an ace. It's beautiful. The start of loveliness. This is exciting. This is you feeling happy, feeling fulfilled. It can sometimes mean a new home. Generally, it's the start of loveliness. You feeling happy, fulfilled, really optimistic, really positive. In order to get there, I think you need to be speaking up. The Two of Pentacles is your third card, and this is about decision making. And at the moment on the card, you can see our little angel. She's stuck because she can't decide between this or that. So this card says, before you make your decision, you really do need to gather all the information together very, very carefully, then decide. Now, the Strength card says you're going to do that. I do think you're going to have some sort of discussion, some sort of negotiation. You're going to be having talks with people about what it is that you would like. And I do think that this could lead to something absolutely lovely, the start of something new. So moving on to the second half of the question, which is tied into the first half. Is it time for you to leave your job? We've got the Two of Teacups here. So we've just had the Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. This is about positive partnerships. But principally, this again is about conversations. This is about discussions. I do feel that this is something that you're not going to just decide to do. I do feel there are conversations to be had, you talking things over, talking things through, and being absolutely crystal clear and understand each other. So the cards are saying be absolutely careful and crystal clear in your communication about leaving this job. You do need to take into account balance. Now, this is the Four of Coins. We need to balance these little scales. Financial balance needs considering. Work-life balance. How much time are you giving away? How much time would you like to take for yourself? Particularly money, I do feel in this case, needs to be considered. You need to work out how the house move is going to affect you financially, how the job situation, and you really need to make absolutely certain that the finances are balancing. And regarding the job question, reflection is your final card. It's a major arcana card, and I feel this is where you are now. Now, it looks like there's not a lot happening on this card, but actually there's an awful lot going on. She's put down the rucksack and she's thinking, she's assessing, she's reflecting on how far she's come, how well she's doing. This time of reflection is assessing where you are now, where you would like to go, and if it's manageable, if it's viable, if it's something that you can do financially. So this is the card of you really taking your time to assess the situation fully, talk it over, gather all your information together, and then be ready only then, when you've got all that information in front of you, then make your decision. But the Ace of Cups coming in here in the first part, which we were talking about, would you sell the property? That's a lovely start of something new. And I do feel that after negotiations, after discussions, after you thinking it all through, I do think that you could very well make a move forward. I pulled one final card, which was the 9 of Cups. That's wishes coming true to finish off. That's lovely. That's you manifesting exactly what you would like. It's happiness, it's joy, it's success. You being absolutely thrilled to bits. So, homework to do first, discussions, negotiations, and you stepping up and speaking up. And I do feel it's a time, especially with that strength card kicking off the reading. You need to be in the driver's seat and manage this in the best way possible and speak up when you need to. So I hope that resonates, Juanita. Over to you, Brenda.
Okay. So I'm reading mine as a collective for both questions, but the first question is interesting. I think as far as leaving the job, you're worried about money. Okay, you're thinking, am I going to be able to make it? Is the money going to last? If I pull the plug now, I could continue working if I want. I like the money. I think you may be considering not leaving the job as fast. Now, I think that you will be selling the condo, and then that'll make you have to make a decision where you're going to live, if you're downscaling, if you're wanting to move somewhere different. I do see you making a judgment call. And yes, I do see you selling the condo. Right now, I think you're thinking more about finances when it comes to your job. Now, I think it will be the end of the era and the phase you're living in now. With the death card, I do believe there'll be a new direction. You'll be moving on. And also you'll be considering, once you sell the condo and relocate, you may consider then looking at your finances. I don't see a problem with your finances, but you want to be quite sure that you have it invested properly where you're not going to run out of money. I think you'll be going through transformation and a rebirth. And I think that your future does look bright. The money's going to be fine because there's that Page of Pentacles. Good news about finances. You may even find that if you've invested into something, you might be finding that you have collected some sort of an interest on it. Okay, so I'll give you an example. When my husband died, I had taken out a life insurance policy on them, and after 22 years, I had an additional $30,000 interest that money made. So, simple theoretical example, okay? You may find that you might be receiving some money, or find you had some money that you didn't expect was there. Do your homework, find that out. Find out if that's your insurance you can lean on to. But I think you're going to hear good news about money. You're not going to have to worry about that. What this is going to do is possibly open you up to do things that you might have wanted to do, didn't have time to do, such as take some sort of online course. It could be lucrative, maybe some little passive web income with a website that keeps you still active. I mean, it's great to say I can retire, but you're still young and you may want to still keep busy. And isn't it nice if you can do that and still make some money? Okay. You've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is somebody who could be bringing you in something, again, a message of something of that gets something new and modern and up to date. But it can also be a friend who wants to tighten up their friendship with you, or someone who you didn't expect has their eye on you. They may have started off as a friend, and now they think they want to level up, and they want to make it more of a romantic relationship. So if you're single, there could be somebody out there that might surprise you with their intentions. Now, giving birth to your dreams, that's all you want to do right now. You're planting your seeds for your future, Juanita. And I think you're trying, do I sell the condo? Do I quit my job? Am I ready to retire? These are all questions that you've been going through in your head. But I do believe that you will, this will come to pass. You're going to find that you will be moving on. There's no reason to worry about money. Do your research. Find out where your money's invested. Check with your tax people. Check with your bank. Whatever you've invested your money into, to know how long it's going to last. Often speaking to our financial advisors can let us know that, just like that. Okay, I pulled an additional card too, which is the messages from the universe. And ironically, you get this. It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of the new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all you have. Just relax and trust the process. Yeah, you're going to sell the condo and you are going to retire. I can't give you a time span on that, but I think the condo will sell first, and then you'll decide you want to retire. So it sounds good to me. Thank you very much, Juanita, for your trusting us to do this reading. reading and for your super chat. Okay, who we got next? We got Elaine. There you are, our beautiful Elaine. Tomorrow morning, check if storage gets space for my stuff, then see if I could get a van to move ASAP, and check if the apart hotel get flat 1 to 3 months. Okay, so she's kind of, what would be the outcome of such a day, please? Wow.
Crikey.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here.
A busy day.
Yeah. So she's got to check her storage to see if there's space for her stuff. And she needs to get a van to move it as fast as she can. And to check if the apartment hotel get flat in 1 to 3 months. So, okay. So, see if she's left me anything else here. Okay, so I'm stymied here. There's so much going on, right?
Right. So, and it's tomorrow mornings. So
yeah.
This is imminent.
Trying to get stuff out of where she's living now because she's going to move it. She is getting rid of a lot of stuff too. I could see that. But is she going to get this flat in 1 to 3 months? You haven't got the flat yet, right, Helen? You're wanting, you have to get a flat in that time span of 1 to 3 months. You want to know if that's possible. Are you going to be able to get a van to move it ASAP? And yeah. So basically she needs to get a van and she needs to know she's got a place to live in 1 to 3 months. So apartment hotel. Okay. No, I have to check tomorrow morning. Check for if you can get all this stuff, and you're wanting to know, is it going to happen? Am I right? I guess there's an awful lot going on there.
Right.
And I'm glad I'm not the only one that was timid because Anne was a bit. It's Sunday. Yeah. Everything's closed. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Monday, tomorrow, you're going to do this, and you want to know if all of this will come to pass. If you're going to be able to get the van, you're going to be able to, do all of this, right? Yes, I know today's Sunday. I know. We just wanted to know what you want, like what you want to know. That's basically it. I mean, are we stupid or what, guys? I mean, like, do you get this?
Right. Okay. So I've pulled cards.
Okay.
With the intention of asking about the flat. So I'm talking about the flat, and we'll see what comes through and everything else. Right. Otherwise, you've got to pay another month's rent where you are. Right. So can you do it all tomorrow? Right. Okay.
Okay, we got it.
So 4 of Wands is your first card. This is about you receiving. It's about you being recognized. It's about you being appreciated. It's about you saying thank you very much. I sometimes see this card when I'm reading it as like somebody at a work's leaving do, and they say, "Oh, thank you very much," and all of that. Now, moving to the next card, 8 of Swords, self-belief. Now, at the moment, can you see our little angel? She's got all these negative thoughts and worries and oh my goodnesses in that red balloon. And she's just about to pop it with a pin because she's got this new delivery from the self-belief company saying, oh, yes, I can. So I know this is difficult to do. Just visualize success. Know that you've got this. Know that you can do this. Have self-belief and self-support. I do feel there are going to be discussions and negotiations. This 2 of Teacups, again, talking things over, being absolutely crystal clear in your communication with other people. So this is checking your storage stuff, hiring the van. You've really got a lot of talking to do tomorrow. And when you do, make sure you are absolutely crystal clear with what you want, what you need, and also listen very carefully to what people can offer. So it's a two-way street here. We need really clear communication going on. I do feel there is a little bit of, you've just said about that you don't want to pay another month's rent. This again is this card in a nutshell, the 5 of coins. Here you are, look, this little angel, she's so focused on this little empty piggy bank. She's worried about that, but she hasn't realized she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right behind her. So this is a temporary sense of lack. If all she has to do is stand up and turn around, and she'll go, oh, I've got everything I need right in front of me. So this card says you have everything you need. So stand up, turn around, look at things from all directions, approach things from new directions. Talk things over, be crystal clear, have your to-do list. What do you need? What can people offer? Know that you've got this from the start. Don't let any worries or self-sabotage hold you back, because your final card is the Chariot, and this is you moving on fast. It's motivation, it's fast. It's a movement forward after things have felt a little bit slow or a little bit stuck. And look how easily she's moving forward now. But it's done with balance, with discipline, with mindfulness, with organization. So when you put all those things together, visualizing what you would like, talking it over, knowing that you have all the resources that you need, and sorting out all the resources that you need, the Chariot brings in your fast move forward. And the 4 of Wands here at the beginning, it's a card of stability, recognition, you receiving something. So, Helene, I wish you well. What a day. I'll think about you tomorrow, because what a busy day for you. So I wish you well, and I do see a movement forward. Yes, I do. So every success with that, my love. Yes.
Thank you. And that's beautiful. Okay, you're worrying about this. I can see your reason why. You don't want to pay another month's rent. You're down to the fine wire again. Don't worry so much, okay? Because I do think that Spirit's got your back. Temperance is always showing an angel. Take your time. Pick the right job that you want and the right location that you want. This is about you taking your time, doing things in moderation so that you don't slip up. Try to be careful tomorrow. I know you're in a big hurry. You want to get this stuff done, but just be mindful. Know that Spirit's guiding you and helping you, okay? Returning to your roots, all right? Grounding yourself. This is a card of somebody returning or somebody revisiting you. You might be returning to a position or a place where you might have been in the past. I don't know if you're moving somewhere else where you've been in the past and you're going to be there temporarily, okay? It could be that, returning to your roots, returning to a place where you've been before. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting here. You will see that you're going to get an offer coming in. This is, I think you're going to be able to get a place to live. It'll be a good offer, but you're going to have to act on it fast. This is a being enthusiastic, and it's good news. You're going to want to make this move. So you've got this page here of Wands that says, guess what? Something's going to come in the form of an offer. Jump on it. You're moving outside of Rennes. Okay. Have you been to this place you've lived before? Is this a place you're moving away from Rennes? I know we talked about crazy things like snow and going where it's colder, but I don't know. For some reason, it's almost like this is a place where you belong. The best card in the deck, all of your cards came up, yes, except for you worrying about the situation. No. Okay, you haven't. Okay, so you just could be reconnecting with somebody you know from your past, okay? That might be beneficial here. You might be reconnecting with a friend or somebody here. The Sun comes out. Beautiful card. Best card in the deck. Positive. It's all yes. 4 of these cards are yeses that say this is going to happen, okay? You're going to make it happen. You're going to be able to have a clear sight line now. You're going to be able to take that breath of fresh air. This is a new beginning. This is a rebirth for you. It's a change. Yes, you're going to be going. You're going to be moving. You're going to find this place. Now, I did pull a card from Messages from the Universe, and this is what you got. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road has a purpose. Yeah, that's basically what you've been struggling with the whole time, right? Since you've been there in France. So this is going to happen. You got to believe it. Okay. I want you to stop worrying so much about it. Okay. The offer will come in. Spirit's got your back. Okay. All righty. Thank you, Helen. I know. Oof, I'm out of breath just thinking about everything she's got to do.
I know.
It's like, holy mackerel. But she'll get it done. I know she will. Okay, so Dean came in, and Addie Yaddy's here too. All right, Dean. Okay, all right. I finally broke it off with Elle. Whoa, big surprise. I knew you were going to. I think you kind of got that drift from me, right? What is in store for me around the river bend as far as love goes? I continue to set my intentions out into the universe. Okay, I know. You and I've chatted a little bit off and on, and let's see what we can pull for you. Let's see what's in mind for you.
Okay, Dean, thank you so much for coming into the room. So, what's in store for you around the river bend? I'm thinking Pocahontas. You know, that look, she sings about that. Sorry, what a lovely way to phrase that. So,
yeah.
Okay, so we've got 10 of pencils first. I mean, you'll know these as well as I do. 10 of swords, much improved situation. This is you climbing the ladder of success, things getting better, so much better, and a much improved situation. We've got the dreamer card, something new, you trying something new, doing something differently, you opening these doors of opportunity for yourself. Know that you're ready. It's the first card in the whole deck. It's something new, it's exciting. And this might mean you stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit and trying something new. The Page of Coins, this is lovely. This is good news coming in. The pages are all messengers. And this little page says, do your homework. I know you're a teacher. Do the research. Look, she's reading all these books. She's finding out information. And I do feel that there is a little time now that you really do need to gather information together, do some reading, do some research, find out information for yourself, and then start something new. This 7 of Coins is about you doing the groundwork, planting the seeds. These are intentions as well. If you're sending things out, new moon intentions, all of that lovely stuff. So plant the seeds, do the groundwork, start something new, open these doors of opportunity, move forward. Know that the success will happen later on. This little angel on the card, she's planting all these seeds, but she can't make them grow any faster. So just at the moment, there's a lull, there's a pause, when all she has to do is look after them. She's not worried. She knows that they're going to grow into beautiful flowers, and she knows that will happen later on. So right now for you, just take care of yourself. Do the groundwork. Start something new. Get busy with new ideas. Because we've got the Chariot next. This is guidance from Spirit. This is your move forward. But I don't think it'll happen straight away. I do think there's got to be this little pause, this little time when you just take time for you, decide what you want, and then before you get busy, you'll have a direction to go in. I can see you moving forward. This Chariot says, without a doubt, this can be quite a fast move forward. It's momentum, it's charging forward. Leaving the nonsense behind. This is the outcome. This is you leaving the nonsense behind. If there's been anything that's been really hard work, anything that's involved any sort of competition, anybody else's drama going on, this is you walking away from it. Here she's got her umbrella, she's got her Wellingtons on, and she's moving towards the sunshine. So it's almost like there's a new attitude, there's a fresh new start, and you're going, no, actually, this is where I'm going. I'm making my move forward. this is where I want to go because I've looked it up and I've done my research and now I've got a plan. Now, the final two cards, 3 of coins, this is about teamwork, making the dream work. This is about working well together in groups. Now, this is what your research might be about. Joining groups of people, new interests, everybody working together, you working alongside other people, working well as part of a team, as part of a group of people. And I think that's what you could be starting to find out information about and plant the seeds, ring them up, do the research and find out information. And the World card is your final one. Yes, it's the end of something. Yes, it's the end of one cycle, but it's the start of a new one. It's something new, it's something fresh, it's you moving on, moving up to the next level, and a real reason to celebrate. And you saying, right, this is where I want to go to next. And you actually doing that. So a movement forward beyond a doubt, but a little bit of homework, assessment to do first. And I do feel it will involve working in groups or working alongside other people. And that's the recipe for this movement forward for you. So, Dean, I hope that resonates for you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Kathy's listening to the reading coming out, and she mentions it too. Dean, I keep saying you're going to meet someone through volunteer work, and your reading had to do with groups of people and meetings, so it's probably quite possible. Anyway, Dean, I pulled 3 different decks for you: the romance deck, the tarot deck, and also I gave you an angel card, and I gave you answers from the universe. So it's very interesting, the cards that came out. You know, the number 6 is the lovers in the deck. Well, what did you get? Your angel number was 3 6s. I will read you what this means, but I'm intuitively saying there will be 3 different men you're going to meet before you finally meet the right one. That's okay. Enjoy the ride, my friend. Okay, it's about creativity, growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, talents, community, getting together with people to meet people. Seeing the angel number 666 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for you, your sense of purpose, and contributes to your community. So, Dean, step up into your confidence level here. Don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up for any of these situations that haven't worked out, and stop being such an unbelievable people pleaser. To fit in, you don't need to do that. You have enough going for you. In the romance card, what did you get? Worth waiting for. Okay, this is all worth waiting for. Divine timing is all working in your love life and in your favor. Okay, I say you're going to be seeing 3 more men before you find that one. Okay, now take a time out. I think somewhere in there Anne had cards similar to this. This is the 4 of Swords. Taking a time out, pulling back, calling a truce. Just breathe in, okay? Because like I said, this is all about you, all about you discovering your talents and what it is you want. And you might have to sit down there and do what I did. Write out a grocery list for the guy you want, the person you want, the partner that you want. I did that, and I manifested everything when Andre showed up on my doorstep. It was like unbelievable. So take a time out, call a truce, be patient. Don't do anything. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't jump into something too quickly. Okay. This is about you just taking a time out and calling a truce. Now, your next card is, it's safe for you to love. Okay, of course. There's no reason why you can't be out there. I told you there's going to be 3 more men. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Don't be afraid. I mean, it's better to love and have lost, right, than not loved at all. All right, because those are stepping stones to meeting the right one. All right, and learning from those experiences. Unfortunately, I think what's going to happen is we get a little harder skin. We get a little bit more guarded. But that's okay. Life is saying don't jump into anything too quickly. You do have a Page of Swords. There could be somebody coming in. This could be the first of the men you're going to meet. This particular one might seem a little bit young, act a little bit immature, and might not think before he speaks, because we know that this page comes in and kind of blurts something out. And you might not like the way this person comes across, which is fine. You can end it fast. but it also will cause a delay to your plans. This person might not be so committed. They may make promises they don't keep. You change your, I mean, you've been there. You change your mind to adapt to them, and then it turns around and they screw everything up on you. They don't commit. So be wary. You've been in that kind of a relationship before. We're not mentioning any names, because what happens is when we do that, we get into a habit, right? So just watch for those red flags. If they seem to be repeating yourself and this person's inability to commit, you're free. Walk away. Now, coming in next, you've got attraction. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Okay? Enjoy it. Enjoy the time that you spend with these 3 different people. They're all a learning experience. Okay? Now, happy ever after, pretty much. Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled. It's going to happen. Okay, just relax and go with the flow. I mean, I'm saying keep yourself out there. Like Anne's saying, there could be something where you're involved in groups of people, where you're going to meet somebody who's doing the same thing you're doing, charitable work or whatever. It's definitely going to be beneficial for you to be in that type of situation. And it may be that's how you're going to meet somebody. Now, your message from the universe is, when going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has ever defeated you. Okay? Stand in your confidence. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to you, yourself, and be thankful for all you've already have. Okay, so you've learned those experiences. Just like I said, step up into your skills. Discover your talents. Be kind to you first. Take that time out. Okay? All right, that's what I've got for you. You're going to meet somebody, but it's quite exciting, because there's going to be 3 men until you meet the one you want. And maybe it'll be the 3rd guy. I don't know, but there's going to be 3. Okay, so he says here, interesting. I am working with 2 other teaching partners this year.
Yeah.
You might be, the 3rd guy there, but yeah, so these could be 2 there too. It's going to be, they do what you do, or you're going to be doing something that you have the same interest in. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. You're welcome, Helen. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming in every week and supporting us. Okay, thank you. Okay, Addie Gaddy. Thanks, Addie Gaddy. Nice to see you again. All right. Well, there be any changes for me in my new job department that I should be aware of in September of this year? Okay, so she's got a new job. She's in a new department, and it starts in September. Will there be any changes for me? She wants to know if there's going to be anything drastically changing. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you.
So, Gatti, interesting question. So, any changes in your new job department? Now, your overall energy here for this one is the strength card. So, this is about you stepping up and speaking up, being assertive, saying what works for you, saying no thank you when you need to. So, here you are saying, yes, you've got this. You might need to step up and speak up. Your help or hurdle, this is lovely. This is you being appreciated, you being recognized, you saying thank you and receiving with grace and gratitude. So this is looking absolutely lovely. What do you need to focus on? Being assertive. Again, now there are 2 cards in the deck about just that, the strength card and this 7 of Wands. Again, stepping up and speaking up, but being very kind, being tactful. The meaning on the card here, look, she's so close to success, but she's got to get through that gate with those grumpy sheep behind it. So she's going to have to be kind, but she's going to have to be assertive to get where she wants to go. How can you help yourself? Focus on your needs, focus on new ways forward. 7 of Pencils, 7 of Swords. This is you leaving behind the old ways of doing things. So I do feel there could be some changes coming in. where you can focus something on what you prefer to do, focusing, excuse me, excuse me, on what suits you better. Perhaps leaving behind an old way of doing something. There's a bit of a fresh new direction energy coming in with this card. The spirit guidance says it's time for you to heal and move on. This is lovely. This is after a time of self-reflection. This is a card when you're ready to move forward. It involves healing. So it might be that you're leaving something behind. It might be a slight change in department, something like that. But you are moving on to something new. And the Six of Teacups here to finish off is you doing what you've always wanted to do, and very successfully. Now, the Six of Teacups as well gives a little acknowledgement to the past. So it's remembering the past with love. It's reminiscing about the past. But it's also a card where you decide what you would like to do. And it might be an opportunity coming round again where it perhaps wasn't available before. This time it might be just the right time for you. So step up and speak up. Think it through really carefully. Look at things. Look at new directions coming in. Focus on what's going to work well for you. So in answer to your question, will there be any changes? Yes, I think there could be. I think you're going to have to discuss them. I think you're going to have to speak up and say what works well for you. Focus on your needs. Focus on your new plans. I think you're very well thought of, because this is the card of recognition and this is the card of appreciation. So I think there'll be a slight change of something, leaving something behind, but now doing something that you've always wanted to do. I think you might even be specializing a little bit, where you've got this job now and there's one thing, oh, I've always wanted to do that. So I think that could be coming up for you, and you're going to need to talk about it. You're going to need to discuss it, and you're going to have to be absolutely clear about what works for you and what doesn't. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. Okay, Addie Gaddy, I think in the past you've been worried about a situation. You felt trapped. You felt as though you'd reached as far as you could go, and you weren't moving forward. So I think it's a good thing that there is going to be a new job department you're going to be slipped into. Get out of your head. Stop worrying. This is a card that says step out of your way. The only thing that can sabotage is yourself. Okay, be confident stepping into this new job. What do you need to focus on? Not being so impatient. I think you're anticipating, but this is a card of planting your seeds, waiting for your harvest to come in. This job to present itself and be there for you, and you're wondering, why are things taking so long? Why is this taking a while? Why don't I see this happening right now? Get out of your head. Stop worrying. This is the unnecessary worry. Your challenge, or as Anne would say, your help or your hurdle. You've got the Seven of Wands. This is a wounded warrior. You've constantly had to defend yourself, stand up for yourself, defend your corner. It's been a struggle for you up to this point, but now you're moving forward in a new direction. So stand your ground, be true to yourself. You know your work, you know your gifts, you know your talent, and you know what you have to offer to this job. Just use it. Now, what is spirit messages from spirit in your guides? You come up with the Queen of Cups. They're telling you to take care of business for yourself. Okay. This is time where you're waiting to step into this job in September to plan everything, but get yourself, rejuvenate, recharge, refocus on what it is you want to do. She's able to go out there and give 150% of herself to all the people all the time, but then what happens is you wear yourself down, okay? So you need to take care of business for yourself. In this sort of situation while waiting for this job for you to step into the new position, do things for yourself. Get yourself ready for it. And your outcome card is beautiful. You've got the world, and the world is at your feet. Basically, you can set your compass now and do what you want. This is going to be the end of that old phase and the beginning of a new one. It's always a positive card when you get the world card, okay? You could also be planning to travel somewhere for a trip. Now, you did get an extra card. The extra card was the Four of Wands, reason to celebrate, getting back to your roots. Basics. This can also be the reason to celebrate something. Often in some decks, it shows a house or a tent with the four stakes. Stability, feeling at home, feeling comfortable. Okay, within that in that position you're going to be in. I think it's going to be a very good fit for you, Addie Gaddy. Okay, it's going to be a change, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be, you know, monumental. That's going to worry you. All right, so it looks good to me. Welcome, Kiva Lyons and Solomon Witt. All right, I got to write them down. All righty, now let's see what we got here. Oh, Mary's here. Mary Murphy from Ireland. She said she's so happy she finally got through to us without any glitches from Ireland. And she wants a love reading, a romance reading. So let's see what we can find out from Spirit.
No, just I think it's it might be. We'll see what comes. I think she put would just love a reading, please. So,
would love a reading, please, not a love reading. Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Well, you what? There's probably going to be romance coming in my reading now because I had this thing on my mind. Okay, so would love a reading. It's not necessarily a romance reading. Okay, got it, sweetheart. Let's see. She hasn't had a reading in a while. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. You're welcome, Addie Gaddy. Hi, Erica.
Okay, so Mary, how lovely of you to come into the room, and it's such a pleasure to read for you. So we've got some fabulous cards for you, and we've got two major arcana cards coming up. So this is strong energy, and your first card, general overall energy. 7 of Cups, 7 of Teacups. This is about you making decisions, choices, stepping back, looking at all your options carefully. Do what this little angel on the card is doing and just step back. She's got 7 different options in front of her. Most of them are lovely, like chocolate or a butterfly, but there's a grumpy gingerbread man in this card right at the front, and she doesn't want to choose him. So it's a time of assessment, taking your time, stepping back, not being in any rush, and looking at all the options in front of you. What do you need to focus on? Life experience, card 16. This is a major arcana card. This is about you making positive changes, learning from the past. Our little angel here, look, the sand castle that she built, it's washing away. But she's collecting all these pearls of wisdom, and she's taking them with her. So it's a time after you've looked at your choices, after you've assessed, after you've taken your time to make positive changes, but learning from the past. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is you making your move. This is lovely that it's happened in this part of the reading. This is what you need to focus on. Moving forward, feeling good. This card shows up very often if things have felt a little bit slow, or you've been a bit uncertain, or things haven't been clear enough. Our little angel now, she's moving forward just like that. And she's taking with her positivity, optimism, happiness, joy, all those lovely qualities. This is definitely a card of a movement forward. How can you help yourself? We've got the Page of Wands. Now, the pages are messengers. They all have an envelope. And this little page brings in good news. So it's good news. It's new projects, new information. Something that you've perhaps been hoping for or dreaming of showing up. It's new ways of doing things, something that you're really excited about, new opportunities and positive change. So this little page brings in the information. I'm really happy to see this little page because she's following on from this deliberation and choosing and you just taking your time. Spirit guidance. When you've got all your information, it's time for you to make a choice. This is the Two of Pencils, Two of Swords. Our little angel is stuck because she can't decide between this or that. So get all your information together. Gather all that information that the Page of Wands is bringing. Assess it all. Think it all through logically, carefully, and then be ready to make a choice. And your final outcome card is lovely. Here you are making your move forward. Poised at the edge, our little angel is thinking, how on earth am I going to get there to success? And the answer is each step at a time. We don't have to do everything in a mad rush or a giant leap. This little angel is going to hop onto that first stepping stone and then the next and then the next. Small, manageable, consistent steps. So the progress is, well, it's quite quick, but it's manageable and it's not overwhelming. But I do see you moving on to something new, moving forward and doing it sensibly, mindfully, with a plan, gathering your information, learning from the past. And I do see you making this lovely, positive move forward. And the Hermit card is the last deck card at the top of the deck. You shining your light in the world, stepping up into this leadership role, leading from the front, Mary, being that guiding light for other people to follow. What a lovely job. So I hope that resonates and thank you for coming into the room. It's lovely to read for you. Thank you.
Okay, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and copper shells. That's what she made me think of in a garden, walking in her beautiful garden. Okay, so your first card you've got, which is the past, I think, the Death card, transformation, big changes, rebirth. You pretty much went through something where you had to close the door to a phase in your life, and there have been a lot of endings in the endings that have occurred in your past. But now you're going through transformation. You've got a brand new beginning, and you've shut the door to those things, and you're living with it with contentment, and you know that you've got a better future ahead of you. You get good news coming in your focus part of the reading. Good news, stay positive. This page brings news about something you're going to want to act on. You're going to want to go after. You know that poem, yeah. Who doesn't, right? Yeah. So you're moving forward. Yeah. The page of Wands is good news. Being optimistic, getting some information coming in that's going to get your creative juices flowing. Your help or your hurdle or your challenges, you might be in connection with somebody that surfaces from your past. Somebody could be reconnecting with you that you might have had a relationship with, a friendship with, somebody in your family. It could have been somebody you had as a romantic relationship, but you're going to hear from them again and they're going to surface. Okay, so they may bring something to the table in the form of time, effort, support. They could be bringing you something beneficial or even an apology. Coming in next in the messages from Spirit and your guides, they're telling you stand your ground. You are the emperor. You are in charge. You are in the seat of power. Don't back down. Okay, you're your own boss. You're free to make your own. I mean, I know you, Mary. So this is basically you in a nutshell. So sit in that chair of authority. You've got control. I know that you deserve to step up to the plate and be who you want to be. This is about stability and structure and being organized and logical. Your outcome is beautiful. You've got the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled. Things are working out. Things are going to be okay. Life is going to start getting easier for you. You had those difficulties in the past. You had those relationships that, you've walked away from. But you've always been in control. You've always been the one sitting in the seat of power, making those decisions for yourself. Now, the other cards that I pulled are, don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. So it's necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so you've learned from those experiences. And I know the problems that you've had in the past. Now, I pulled an angel card number. These numbers might mean something to you. I know you like a mother. Yeah, I do. I know you like a mother. I know. Okay. All right. You got the number. You listening, Mary? 2020. Self-realization, moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. All these cards had to do with that. Okay, you're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Somebody's going to be showing up that you've known in your past or past life. Wow, that's amazing. Now, I want to tell you something about this number. Okay, totally unrelated to your reading, Mary. I had a man come on and leave a comment on one of my videos. And he said, I've never watched you, but I saw your name was Brenda. My late wife died in 2020. Her name was Brenda. And there was something else in there too that had to do with this number. So it was interesting. He watched me and he said there were 3 things that drew me to your video. And he said your name, the date she died, and something else. I forget what the something else was, but amazing. 2020. That made me think of this kind man that came forward and left me that comment. So I don't know if 2020 means something to you, Mary, but keep that number in the back of your head, okay? All right. So it's a gift from fate. Somebody's going to come into your life. See, I was thinking romance, and look what showed up. Okay. I love you, Mary. It's so nice to see you. We haven't chatted in so long. Okay. Erica. Erica, I think you're my next, sweetheart. Just the general. Okay, Erica, you got it. Okay. It's 3:18, guys. We'll be shutting down at 3:30. So if anybody wants a super chat question, a personal question, you got to get in there ASAP. Because we will be winding down and shutting down the chat room then. We're out here for an hour and a half because Anne's over, as you know, in the UK. It's nighttime there, and she's kind enough to be out here with us. Okay, so let's see.
So, Erica, lovely to read for you, and thank you again for your lovely comments on my channel every week, and I read them all, and thank you. They're very much appreciated. So, looking at your cards, we have got 2 major arcana cards coming up. But again, this first one, 7 of Cups has shown up. This is about you choosing carefully. Literally what I've said a few minutes ago. Looking at all your options, standing back, assessing, taking your time over your decision making and looking at carefully at all your options. Because the 6 of Coins in your help part of the reading, you could have a number of offers coming in. Now, the 6 of Coins, I call this my pennies from heaven card because our little angel thought it was raining, but these are actually little gold coins. So this could be new offers, new opportunities coming in where work, career, home life, financial life are concerned. So look at all those offers carefully first. Do your homework, the High Priestess. This is a major arcana card. Look, and she's reading a little book saying how to just wait. This is taking your time, gathering information, trusting your intuition, making sure that you have all the information you need before proceeding, and asking yourself, is this what I would really like to do? So again, this is a card of pausing, hesitating, and gathering information. How can you help yourself? When you've got your information, it's time to make a choice. We've got the Lover's card. Now, this can mean a new relationship sometimes, but generally, this is about you making choices and decisions, looking at all your options again. We've already had that energy coming through with the 7 of Cups. This is a louder version of that same energy. She's looking at all the little roses on the flower stand, look, and asking, what will make me happy? What would I like to do? Taking a time and deciding. Very often it's so easy to make decisions on what we think we should be doing, what we think other people might want us to do. This is a card of you doing what you would like to do. So use the heart, ask yourself what would really make you happy, but use your head as well. So it's a sensible, grounded decision. Guidance from spirit, look long term, dream big, and then dream even bigger. Put a date on it and you've got a goal. So this is the card of looking at long term and starting those first little action steps now. The Three of Wands is about doing. It's about taking action, looking at the long term, dreaming big, and then starting to move towards that, taking those action steps to go after what you would like in the direction you want to go. And now is the time to decide. We've got this card, this Two of Pencils, you choosing between this or that. You're stuck at the moment, not quite sure maybe. You need to make a positive choice. So again, do your homework, look at your options, look at everything that's in front of you. Take finances into consideration. This Six of Coins is about finances, work, career, home life. It's very grounded. Don't let any negativity hold you back. Look at your options. Choose what you would like to do. And then dream big, think it through, make your choice and make your move. So I hope that resonates, Erica. Thank you.
Yeah, Anne Marie's saying, are you still going to pull generals, Brenda? Yeah, I will. I think this is our last super chat. I'm going to be shutting it down for the super chats. But yes, I want to do Tammy. I want to do you. Yeah, there's a few here. But you know who we're missing? Damara. I think she posted she was packing her bags to go to the beach somewhere. So she may be
well done, Damara.
Somewhere, yeah. So yeah, Anne Marie, I was thinking that I've circled your name, I've circled Tammy's name. Damara is not here; she's always in the room. Kathy, and we'll see. But yeah, we'll definitely pull a general for you. Okay. Okay. So KCMR, I'm sorry, but if you have a question, you have to go just like the rest of these people here, like Erica did. Make a super chat minimum of $5 and you can ask us a question. But we've only got a few minutes left because we will be shutting down the super chats and we will just be giving out a card for a few people that have been here at the very beginning. Okay, so those are the room rules. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so starting off, Erica, I think, you've had an ongoing battle in the past. You've had to defend your corner. It's been tough for you, but you're moving forward in a new direction. And this is about you being resilient and learning from those situations that you've had to do. It's almost like you were battle weary for quite a while, but your persistence and your resilience has kept you going forward. Your focus is now making a lot of choices and decisions. This is what you need to focus on. There may be a lot of things that are coming in. You may feel a little bit overwhelmed as you move forward about all the different things that are going to present themselves for you. Just take your time. Don't rush. Look at what's going to bring you longevity, the last the test of time, what's going to bring you the most benefits, okay? Remember, I always say with this card, dream big, but realize it needs to be a feasible dream that's attainable, and everything that glitters isn't gold, okay? So just be mindful of that. Now, in your challenge and part of your reading, your help and your hurdle, you get that card of deception. So this is the Seven of Swords, of the liar, the cheater, the thief. There might be somebody that's coming into your circle of energy around you, could be at work, could be anywhere. But remember, I always say to you, not everybody's our best friend at work. This person's charming. They have the ability to try to coerce or talk you into something. Just beware. I always say this individual is the wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, be careful. You're going to make a break for it with a person that acts like that. Coming in with your messages from spirit and your guides, they might be sending you somebody here in the form of the Knight of Cups. Okay, this is a beautiful card of energy. Either this person brings you something to the table of life that you're going to love, or they could be bringing you an invitation to go to something like a wedding, or they may sweep you off your feet and you might be falling in love with somebody new. Okay, so they have the ability to have great creative expression. Now, Your outcome card is beautiful. It's a 3 of Cups, celebrating something. Okay, so you're going to find that you've got some reason to celebrate. Be happy, Erica. You might be getting together with your sisterhood, your girlfriends, your sisters, if you have any, your family, whatever. But you're definitely going to want to celebrate something. It's reunions, it's celebrations, it's parties, it's, you know, socializing, it's gatherings. It's beautiful. Now, coming in with your messages from the universe, you got the reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. Okay, they have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving forward. Greater's coming. So when we've had people that have ghosted us or relationships have ended abruptly, remember something. It's, you know, something better is coming in. And I always say rejection is God's protection. Now, your angel number you've got is 1441. Okay, where are we here? All right. And it says family ties, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm at what keeps you going. Follow your interests. If it's piqued by something, following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Okay, so don't let other people determine and dictate your happiness, even if it's a family member. Only you can do that. Okay, Erica, make yourself happy. I know you can, and you do. Wow. Okay, so that is Helen says, thank you. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully next week I message you from the apartment hotel and your new flat. Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah. Okay, I want to know if our beautiful Tammy's here. Tammy, are you still here, sweetheart? If you're here, we're going to pull some cards for you in a big hurry, okay? And then we're going to go on to do Anne Marie. Tammy, are you here, sweetheart? Okay. Yeah, I noticed Tammy posted on, I think it was Instagram. She posts a new outfit every day, and because she was an entertainer, she must have this massive closet or closets full of the most amazing clothes. And she's standing on the streets of New York City outside maybe her flat or somewhere. There she is. Okay, Tammy. And she had on an outfit. She says, getting ready for the beach, and she had her suitcase with her. So I think she's gone away. Lucky girl. Okay.
We're doing 2 cards, Brenda.
2 cards, please, for Tammy.
Okay. Oh, lovely. Tammy, thank you for looking after us every week. Bless you for that. Ace of Wands is your first card. This is lovely. This is exciting. This is something new. This is a fresh new start, something that you're really happy about. The aces are the start of a suit. It's a new beginning in some way, and it's really quite exciting. And then we've got the 8 of Cups. This is you moving forward towards success, step by step, maybe turning your back on something, but making small, lovely, consistent steps and moving forward towards success. So, Tammy, I hope that resonates with you.
Beautiful. Okay, so I pulled Oracle cards for you, Tammy. You got the number 0220 from your angels, and it says pleasure. Leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, and happiness. Yay, what a great card. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you, Tammy. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. Beautiful. Your next card is, this is your guides and angels. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. Beautiful messages, Tammy. And I know you're spiritual, and that means something to you. Wow. Okay, Anne Marie, but I think Anne Marie would probably prefer Anne Marie. Tarot. Do you want me just to pull tarot cards for you? I know Anne will be. Anne Marie, want tarot or oracle from me? Anne's going to give you tarot.
Okay, so Anne-Marie, two fantastic cards, my word. Well, they're all fantastic, but these are particularly good. The Hermit is your first card. This is the card of leadership. It's you stepping up, shining your light in the world. It's teaching from experience. It's leading the way. It's leading by example, stepping forward and leading from the front. This Hermit energy is a beautiful card in the tarot. It's a very wise energy. It's very knowledgeable and stepping up into a leadership role. The King of Coins is next. The kings are authority figures in the deck. This king, well, all of the kings have learned their lessons, and now they are here as teachers, mentors, helpers to help us. And this King of Coins is the Midas touch king. Anything they do is successful. So we're talking about a wonderful confidence. This king has a real confident air about them. Very grounded, very sensible, very down to earth, brings in new opportunities, very good with money, very successful in career and work life. And very often, this is the king that will come in with a grounded how-to plan. This king is very, very successful and brings in you confidence and opportunity and a how-to plan to move yourself forward. So, Anne-Marie, I hope that resonates with you. Thank you.
Okay, she gave you tarot. I'm giving you oracle messages. You got the angel number 2424. Okay, when that's broken down and added up, it comes to a number 3. 3 might be a number that's very important to you, Anne-Marie. Okay, discipline, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, exaggeration, the opposite sex. All of these things you're dealing with. The day that you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to the end, your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Don't we know that? You should tarot. I just gave you oracle messages. Did you hear that message? Okay. It's coming, but you need to wait it out. It's going to bring you peace. Okay. It's going to bring you harmony and order and calmness and serenity. So I'm going to pull a tarot card for you in addition, because you didn't get back to me fast enough. Guess what? You've got the Hermit. Soul searching.
Oh, okay? I have the Hermit.
Yeah. You had the Hermit too? Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you're soul searching. You're being reflective. You're going to be in the company of people that you look up to, that you're going to be joining forces with. I do think that, you know, you're going to have the ability to see the light at the end of the tunnel and be able to light the path for other people too. So did you get that? Your number is 2424. When we break that down, it's a number 3. Something could happen in 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Okay? I'm not going beyond that, which is going to bring you peace and harmony. All right? Beautiful. It's a climb. It's a wait. Okay? And it has to do with the opposite sex, and we know who that is, right? So it's a journey, and you're waiting for it. I think I'm behind.
Okay. And then we both have the Hermit, Brenda.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. Okay, so it's coming. Darn, it's just taking time, right? Okay, so we are done. We've done everybody here. Pretty much that's done. We're done with the super chats, and we're already past 3:30. So I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. We're down to 4 people now. And we've had a great day again today, and I can't thank you enough. Now, Anne will not be here next week. As you know, she's got more pressing things to do. High tea.
Eating afternoon tea, of course.
I think it's wonderful. And so I may or may not be out, but Kathy's guided light tarot. She's already stepped up and said, Brenda, I'll go out with you if you want. So I may go out, and I may take the day off as well. So, but you know me, I'll let you guys know. Make sure you always check the chats on my channel, because I leave you messages saying, yes, I'm going out with Anne, or I'm going out with this, or I'm not going out. Okay. So, but anyway, it's been a fast month. All your readings are out there for next week. And the Pisces, everything are out there as well till Monday. Anne's cards are all out there, her forecast for next week as well. Please go and check. Now, guys, if you have the ability to become a member, do it. And if you want to subscribe, please do it, because it lets that little algorithm generate traffic to our channel if they know people are interested in us. So it's a steady climb, right, Anne? And you're doing
it.
Yeah. And you're amazing, and it's just great. We love what we do, and we can't thank you guys enough for supporting us the way you do, with your kind comments and your super chats here, and just being in the room and being friendly and peaceful, and supporting us by just your attendance here means the world to all of us. So I want you guys to stay safe, play safe, and be safe, and always know Anne and I send you lots of love and blessings. Anne?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. What an absolute pleasure. It really is. Thank you for having me. I love it to bits, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, guys. Talk to you soon. You know how to get a hold of me if you need to talk, Anne Marie. Okay, you can just you know how to do it. All of you guys do. Okay, so talk to you soon. Take care. Love you.